Hey everybody, welcome back. So I got some super exciting stuff today as far as if you're a Baby Yoda fan of The Mandalorian, some incredible stuff. Let's check this out. I've seen people post on the Baby Yoda fan page that they have found these before, but I've never been able to find them yet myself. But this is from the Star Wars 5-inch line of figures. Usually I do not buy these figures. I'm kind of against them because I like the 6-inch or the 3 3/4 inch. But I couldn't pass up these 5-inch series figures where we got the Mandalorian. Got the Mandalorian in all of his Mandalorian glory. And we've got the Baby Yoda and all of his cuteness. And what we're going to do today with these is we are going to open them up. And we can buy it as well. Check these out and see what is good inside. But beyond that, I actually got some extras. As you can see here, I got some extras. And I'm actually going to be putting a set of these in one of the giveaways, as well as one of the extra Baby Yodas, and then the other two I'm going to probably just sell to try to make a little bit of my money back. So look forward to that on the giveaways, but let's get to opening these bad boys up. Let's see here, you gotta find a knife. That ain't a knife, this is a knife. Okay, let's see how it's the best way to open these. I've never gotten these before. Maybe I don't even need a knife to open these, because it looks like maybe they're not even taped. So let's just pop open this Mando. Of course, I take the ones with the least nice packages. These packages were a little banged up. So, I guess there's a little tape on the sides. So that's where it's taped at. So I guess we'll open that up like there. And we'll open that up like there. And hopefully they are easy to get out of these little boxes. Pretty cool little boxes, though. I mean, I'm not super, a big fan of these by any means. Just because I like more of, the packaging for the 3 3/4 inch figures. But it looks like they are kind of rubber band in or twist tied in. So here's the twist tied in Mandalorian. Hold on, we got to sneeze. All right, back from sneezing. But yeah, so here's the Mando in all his glory. And looks like he's got his pistol. And it looks like, I don't know if it's attached. I don't think you can take that pistol out of his hand. But it doesn't really come with any other accessories. It does come with this pistol in his hand. It looks like it's kind of molded in there. But it's still pretty cool because it's the Beskar Mando. At least they didn't do the first episode Mando. That I don't know, for some reason they made a whole bunch of stuff off that first episode Mando. And you only just see that in the first episode. And after that, of course, he gets this armor. Maybe it's the first two episodes. But then they even have the little Mudhorn insignia. They're on the corner of his shoulder. Let's see if we can make that a little bit more clear. Maybe not. Maybe yes. I don't know. What's the Mudhorn insignia? It's kind of his basically clan and him and the Baby Yoda insignia. So, yeah. So that's the Mando part of this. And looks like the cape is... That's a decent cape. I guess not too bad. It's just a rubber goods cape. It'd be kind of cool if they made a little cloth cape, but I guess that would make the figure probably worth a little bit more, or not worth a little bit more, cost a little bit more. Because as far as I know, these figures are worthless because nobody wants the 5-inch line. But let's check out the Baby Yoda. Let's see, the Baby Yoda. And for some reason, the Baby Yodas are definitely not made for these packages because all of the Baby Yodas are kind of blown up like this. They're a little bit too big for their britches. So all the packages were like that, where they're kind of bowed out, because I think the hover pram inside just does not fit these little boxes. So I guess maybe they should have thought of that when they were making this Baby Yoda, but whatever. They're a cheap figure, and it's definitely a different size Baby Yoda than we've seen before. There's the Baby Yoda, and there's his hover pram and all of its glory. And it's just kind of it's a little detailed. A little bit of detailed little Baby Yoda. He's got all the wrinkles and whatnot. And he's got his little black eyes. I mean, they didn't really paint the eyes like anything other than black. But yeah, still kind of cool. At least we get another Baby Yoda and another version of the hover pram. And it looks like this part kind of comes off here. So you can kind of put the lid, at least on the one side of the hover pram. So that's interesting. And I guess that's probably what's making the... I don't know why this package has kind of made the whole thing bowed. Maybe I guess they could have done better, because I guess it technically is big enough that they didn't need to mess up the whole package just to kind of squeeze this thing in there. But I guess they did regardless. But yeah, let's get on to some other stuff I want to show you, some stuff I picked up more recently. But yeah, look forward to those being in future giveaways, because I think we're coming up pretty soon to 200,000 on the Baby Yoda fan page giveaway, and I might just have another giveaway anyways. here pretty soon. I've just been kind of behind and just baby, and we had basically the brother and sister-in-law were in town with our niece for about a month, so that kind of tied us up for a little bit, and we took some trips to like the beach a couple of times. They're from Arizona, and they don't ever get to the beach. So we went to the beach a couple of times. We went out to eat a lot, and just, basically any other time we're just hanging out, we're hanging out, hanging out with them. So, haven't had much time to do a lot of other things, just as long as videos. I mean, I got a whole bunch of stuff backed up to do videos, so I've kind of got a big backlog. But I wanted to show you some newer comic books that came out. I got the new Green Lantern #4, so we kind of see what's going on with Sojourn and the Kid Lantern, the Teen Lantern. And actually, I got this. This is pretty cool. It's a reprint of the first appearance of Blade. And it's actually, I think, got the first couple of appearances all in one comic book. So it's like a mini graphic novel. But definitely when we get towards Halloween time, I'll definitely be going through that and kind of show you guys what that's all about. First appearance of Blade, like the living day vampire of Marvel. And let's see, a new Justice League #1, Justice League Infinity #1. I just picked it up because it was, I think, the variant edition, and it's a #1 for Justice League. Yeah, it was just interesting to see maybe what that is. I only got a reprint of Crisis of Infinite Earths #8. Basically, this is where the original Flash supposedly dies, but as we learn later, he didn't really die, and he was kind of out into the Flash Force, and we see him come back in Quasar in the Marvel comic books for a real quick blip. I talked about that in previous videos. Then I got the new X-Men #1, just because I like to get the new X-Men #1s when they come out. So it's a brand new team, new X-Men, new storyline, and yeah, so I just should check that out. And the new Extreme Carnage Alpha just came out, so I picked up the variant edition of that, as well as the regular edition, and I'll show you that here in a second. And this is Something Is Killing the Children, #17, and this one's actually cool because it glows in the dark, but I'll have to probably show you that later. I'll probably do an episode, a whole video maybe, of just all the different glow-in-the-dark comic book covers that I have. But actually, all the only thing that glows in this is the little girl. So she glows in the dark, and then the teeth in the background. So that's kind of a cool little concept. And then Star Wars High Republic #6. How do you pick that up? Because I'm just trying to get, that whole little set and kind of read what's going on. Hopefully they introduce new Jedis and all that. And I picked up this one. It's a Skybound Special Edition. Basically, I don't know, it's like a compilation of different stories from Skybound. And they're basically Image Comics kind of branch off company that does like, The Walking Dead and different stuff. But this one was kind of cool because it's a Walking Dead kind of story. And there's 4 stories in this book, but the first is a Walking Dead, and it's basically like a different version of Walking Dead. And as this story goes, it's basically like instead of just being zombies, they figured out that it was aliens that actually caused the zombies. And so they could come over and, take over the planet and not have to, basically get their hands dirty. So basically the zombies are supposed to wipe out humans for them. And then they come in and they start abducting people, and they give them kind of technology. And that's basically Rick Grimes with a lightsaber, which is insane. It's actually a decent little story, so I might pick up the continuing issues to see how it plays out. And then here's the regular Extreme Carnage, issue #1. Maybe this is the variant. I forget. One of them is the variant. It doesn't matter, I guess. But yeah, Extreme Carnage #1. That's going to be an interesting story because Carnage is back with a vengeance. And then I got another copy of Berserker #1 because I had the regular, kind of like the shiny foil version of this, and I didn't have the regular edition. And I saw somebody just had it on a regular shelf. Actually, I took another trip to Cosmic Monkey, and they busted out like a bunch of their back stock, and they had like a bunch of these Berserker #1s because I guess they ordered like a ton. So I picked up another edition of that, and I picked up one of the other variant editions of the foil that I didn't have before. And of course, this is the Keanu Reeves comic book, and maybe it'll blow up one day. We shall see. And I got Web of Spider-Man #26, just because Black Spider-Man, and the Black Spider-Man. And then I picked up Miss Marvel #15, and this is the first appearance of basically Marvel's version of the Shark. And it's just kind of a cool, interesting cover. Of course, they got a girl there, not a little girl, but I think that's Namorita, the Submariner's niece or the Submariner's girlfriend. But yeah, so she makes an appearance in that, of course, because I guess if they have a ocean-themed encounter, you'd have to have one of the ocean-themed Marvel characters to kind of accompany that. Beyond that, got some brand new Hot Wheels. So this was kind of cool. It's a new Mustang, kind of a purpley Mustang. So I picked that up, of course, because, I pick up all the Mustangs. Yeah, it's a 67 Ford Mustang Coupe. Looks a little different than some of the other Mustangs that I have, but, either way, it's a Mustang. It's a 60s Mustang, so I picked it up. And then we got this cool new Hot Wheel. I just thought this was interesting because it's a turtle. It's like a fast Hot Wheel turtle. And I just thought that was interesting, so I picked it up. It's brand new, I guess, to this year. Maybe it's new for 2021. Basically, a new design. See, a lot of these Hot Wheels that you see are all old designs, and I guess every year they put out maybe like a new, some odd, maybe I don't know how many different new designs they put out every year. I mean, they definitely do paint jobs on old cars, but I don't know how many new cars they actually put out. Maybe I'll have to look that up. And then I had to pick this up because I saw this. This is the Thundercats Hot Wheels Thunder Tank, and just I couldn't pass it up. Thundercats. Oh, I mean, I loved Thundercats when I was a kid, and yeah, it's just awesome that they made the Thundercats tank into a Hot Wheel. Oh yeah, we also have a mail call. Let's get to the mail call. Got a couple of things for that. Not too much. I got some other stuff for some other videos that I got. Some more like toy-centered stuff, but it's just a couple of comic books. I wanted to bust these out, I guess, on it's. I kind of like to open these things on camera just in case I get the wrong thing or something's really messed up on it, so I basically have proof that something is amiss. So let's get into these. I'm not even sure which books these are supposed to be right now. Next, I swear I only ordered one from this person, but it looks like they gave me two, which is awesome because I'll take it. So this is Green Lantern number 152, which I did not order, but they gave it to me anyways, which is a bonus. I love bonus books. And the one that I ordered was actually really cheap anyways, so it's pretty awesome to get that. And then the one that I actually ordered was Green Lantern number 163, so I'm definitely going to have to go back and thank this person and give them positive feedback for that, because that is amazing. I mean, free books are awesome, and especially free old Green Lantern books that I don't have, that's even better. So let's go on to lastly but not leastly. Let's see what we got. Alright. This one feels like it might have more than one as well, so that's exciting. Like I said, I'm not quite sure what's in these ones, because I got a few packages sitting around that I have to get to and other videos. Since I got backed up and haven't been able to record for a while, got to kind of save it and spread it out, or else I'd be keeping you guys here for half an hour watching the same stupid thing. Oh yeah, this is cool. This is like this guy I found, he had a bunch of really cheap old Spider-Man books that kind of centered around the period of Amazing Spider-Man that I am after, which is of course all the black suit Spider-Man stuff. So I got this one. This is number 286. Looks like he's fighting against the Hobgoblin and the Black Rose, or whatever the Rose actually was called. I think, just the Rose. But I think there was like a gang war going on at the time. So that's pretty cool to get. And then this one, 285, Gang War Part 2. This one's got a cool picture of the Punisher on there with the Black Spider-Man. Of course, on this cover it's extra cool because, look, there's 3 Black Spider-Man on the cover. I love it when there's 3 Black Spider-Man on the same cover. And then here we are. I picked this one up just because it was interesting. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 19. And this is all in the same era as the black suit. And this is actually Mary Jane wearing the regular Spider-Man suit. So I'm kind of interested to see what's going on there and why she's wearing this Amazing Spider-Man suit. And then this one is actually one of the cooler covers during this series. This was Spider-Man number 269. And I just he's fighting against a Fire Lord. And I just kind of like how they did the art and how they did the reflection of color off of the suit with the fire kind of spout kind of going past him. Like that, and kind of how they made the suit look a little orangey orange there. So yeah, it's a really beautiful cover. I mean, they really did well with the art back then. So I'm super excited to see that. And then lastly but not leastly, Amazing Spider-Man number 270, and I think he's still fighting the Fire Lord, and it looks like he's gotten the upper hand. He's giving a little beat down there with the Avengers in the background. And Captain America's like, "Stop, Spider-Man!" But of course, this one Spider-Man has the black costume, and it makes him a little bit more aggressive. All right, but that's all I got from now. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.